Hi, Claire here from Inky Inspiration. Can I please ask that if you haven't already, you hit that like and subscribe button. I'll show you today's card. Today's card is a gatefold card, but it's a pop out. It's using papers from the works, and the die cut and the ephemera are from the latest Papercraft Society box, which I believe is box number 59. I will link all the products in my blog post, which I'll link in the description below. So let's show you how I created this. So to create the card base, you want 2 sheets of card. For this I'm using craft card, and these measure 11.5 by 5.5, and you're going to score these at 2 3/4, 5.5, 8 1/4 and 11. And then I'm going to fold this. So my first one, the one furthest away from my tab, is a mountain. Then it's going to go valley, mountain, and my tab should be a valley. So like I said, you want 2 of these, and you want to cut yourself another piece here, which is 5.5 by 5.5, and I've just glued that onto that tab, but I'll show you how with this one. So I'm just going to put some liquid glue down this bit here. And then just push it right up to that score line. And that's it, that's your card base done, that's the hardest bit done. So to decorate this, I'm using this pad of paper, which is from The Works here in the UK. It's just £2, but there are tons of really nice autumn patterns. I love autumn, it's one of my favourite times of the year. I love the colours in the trees, I love everything about it. So my mats and layers, my big one here is 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 for the red at the back, and then 5 by 5 for the patterned paper, and then you want 8 reds, which measure 2.5 by 5 1/4, and then for my patterns they're 2 1/4 by 5, but I've got 2 different papers. I ain't glued that one together, I'll glue that one together now. So I've got all them glued on off camera for you. It is a gatefold and does move out. So to create these circle bits here, I've cut myself, how many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've done 6 of these, but I'm only going to work with 4 for the time being. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scoreboard. Actually, I forgot to say, to do my circles, I've used my circle cutter. I've set it to 2 inch there, and then that's given me the craft circle. Now what I'm going to do is I want to score this up the middle. So I'm just going to score straight through the line where the needle's gone in, the compass part. And then I'm going to score again 1/4 inch further along. And my red ones are 1 3/4, so for that is 1 3/4. And this time I'm just going to score straight down the middle, but I'm not going to do the extra 1/4 inch, so I just want that score line down the middle, and I'll show you why in a moment. And then for the patterned paper, so for this bit here, my circle cutter was set to 1 3/4. No, it wasn't, it was set to 1.5, sorry. So what I'm going to do with the brown one is I'm going to cut, that's the score line down the middle there, and that's where it's going to fold. However, this is my tab here, so when I did that extra 1/4 inch, I'm just going to cut this part of my circle off. And as you can see, I'm deciding to cut off the bit that's a bit rugged. I think I need a new circle cutter. I don't always get the best circles with my circle cutter. So you should have something then that resembles that. For my red one, I'm just going to cut straight down the middle. So like I said, you do want 6 of your brown ones. However, you only need 4 of your red ones. Then that will just glue onto there. And I've done exactly the same with the patterned paper. Now to stick these on, you're going to use the tab. Because I've used the checked paper, it's actually worked out really easy for me to line it up without having to measure it. So I'm going to do it down the middle line, and I'm just going to make sure that I've got the equal amount of squares top and bottom. Otherwise, I do suggest that you pencil this one in if you haven't got something to work your eye line to. So I've got one that I haven't cut, and these are going to go on here. And so this ephemera is out of the latest Papercraft Society box, which is box number 59. It is an autumn themed box, and I did plan initially on putting an animal on each of these. However, I think that it was just going to end up so incredibly busy that I had a bit of a change of heart halfway through. So instead, I'm just going to use some of the ephemera, and I may use some of my die cuts on a belly band, but we'll have a play with that in a minute and have a figure out what we want to do. I think I need to add some more glue. And then our final circle, I've literally just cut in half like I've done with the other ones. And these are going to go on here, facing the opposite way, just on the front panels. I think I might use some foam tape for these though, just to add that little bit more dimension. So the next bit's optional. What I've done is I've put these struts here. Now the reason is, when it folds, and you come to open it, I found that they were doing this, whereas the ones that have got the struts on, the other 3 have stayed where I want them. So to rectify this, I've got a little bit of card. You don't have to do this bit is optional. A little bit of card, which is half an inch wide and 2.5 inch long, and I've scored it at 1/2 inch and 2 inch, and I'm just going to fold them like that, bob some glue on these tabs, and then fasten it like you would a Z-fold card onto there. So a little bit of liquid glue, and I just think it'll just hold it better for transport and things, and people know that they're meant to be facing into the card and not forwards when it arrives. And I was going to put a belly band around this to fasten it, however I'm not going to. I've die cut these lovely animals, which again are out of the Papercraft Society box 59. And I'm just going to bob one on the front here at the bottom and one on the front here at the top. So just a little bit of liquid glue. This could be anything. It could be ephemera. It could be some stamp that you've die cut out. You might want to put a belly band around it. Just use your creativity. And there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you ever so much for watching, and can I please ask that you like and subscribe? Thank you.